Remember, space is your best friend. You don't want to kill your best friend, do you?
All right, so we have 3 blocks that are very similar in measurement in terms of their size. If I take this, duplicate it down, they're very similar. Not quite, but they're very similar, okay? And then they're butting up against each other, and it's trapping all the space in here, down here. It's like, let me breathe a little bit. It's almost like you built a house, and we're looking from a floor plan, like from top down. We have this courtyard up here in the top left, and we have this courtyard in the bottom right. But the people who are playing up here can't play with the people in the bottom right. We've given them no space. Like, how do we move from one place to the other? The egress and ingress, in and out of space, the flow, the air, the energy, the chi, we're like blocking it up. So we kind of have to figure something out there. Okay, Milka, do you have any thoughts on this layout?
Remember, space is your best friend. You don't want to kill your best friend, do you? You don't want to kill that space that is giving the breathing room for those big, beautiful, nice, tight typography in the middle of the page. So by putting the Journal for Graphic Design at the bottom right, we're suffocating the space. And then we're doing the same thing by putting January, February at the top left corner. Let's take those out, and if we cover those, we can see how we can breathe. Look at that. I can breathe now. And then if we also cover January, February, just temporarily, the height of the 2 negative spaces are almost the same size. Let's see if we can decrease one of them and increase the other one to create a more asymmetrical dynamic layout. And how would we do this? Maybe we'll push it down a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe we'll make resonate. This is 2 sizes, 2 weights, right?
Yes. So you want to push it a little bit?
Maybe we can take advantage of, okay, that's even better. That's even nice, crisp, beautiful. We can even take the whole area of 8 and the rest of the body copy and push that up a little bit. No, it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work. How about this? How about if we take features and the remaining of the body copy and push it up, the whole entire body copy, and then let's just see. Okay, it's working, but then we're creating the staircase effect.
Yes, the old staircase.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we push 8 all the way up and then take the whole entire body copy, bring it down, and see what happens to that. What do you think, Chris? No, now it's playing the piano.
I know exactly what you're doing.
Okay.
I know exactly what you're doing, and you're trying to like free up some space. So I have some thoughts on how to do this.
Please.
Okay, let's try. So I thought we were off to a good thing by saying we free up space up at the top here by pushing the type down. We can still read it. What if we were to either push it this way or push it this way and just free up some space? Now,
nice.
Take one just for a minute. I know that we just told you like the tops of the letter forms are easier to read. True. But we're just exploring the layout right now. And so now look what we've done. We've opened up the space. We haven't changed practically anything just yet, except for to shift the crop, if you will. Okay, like this is what photographers do. They look through the frame and they find the part that's interesting, and that's the picture that they take. You, in this case, are looking at your own layout, your subject, and you're just going to crop it differently. Now, by doing this, I think we give ourselves a little bit more freedom. Before, we've talked about how to create something that feels evenly uneven, like it has a going up and a down and kind of up, a kind of mountaintop kind of vibe, versus the shape that we had before. That's the before and this is the after, right? So we can try now maybe to take this and lower it and see if we can create something that's got a little bit nicer rhythm. So when we talk about space, if we take this and we separate it a little bit, like what happens? And we want to explore all these things. So when you're doing this layout at home, kind of just look at your layout to see what else that you can do. So I think Milka's instinct to push this all the way out was a good one. I just don't know how far we can push it out. And this is also the problem with all uppercase, because the forms are very blocky. It's heavier. And I think you did this on purpose to kind of create the skyline, if you will. It's like a vertical building, and it's very blocky. Whereas upper and lowercase letters, they have, I guess now I can't find it. They have more interesting forms that are easier to read. They feel a little less rigid. I think there's still problems with this. So the last thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take this whole thing, and I told you guys before too, you can't change the dimension of the page, but you can change the size of the type. And this type is probably a little bit on the big side. It could stand to be reduced a little bit, so I'm going to reduce it down. And I think every time we make one of these decisions, kind of just start to get a sense like, oh, space is starting to open up a little bit. Like, what can
I can breathe. Yeah, nice job. Nice job.
Good to breathe, and it's important for Milka to breathe. Okay. If you're enjoying these critiques inspired by the work you see and want to get better at layout and design for print, web, film, or television, we have a course available on our site that is designed just for you. It will help you to learn the rules of typography, how to create contrast, control focal points, achieve asymmetrically beautiful layouts, how to critique your own work, keyboard shortcuts, and include my personal tips on how to build an asset library so you can design at the speed of thought. As an added bonus, students who are enrolled in the course can participate in future critiques, get updates as we release them, and a time-lapse video of me working on layouts, not available anywhere else. You can jump in anytime, work at your own pace, and take your typography skills to the next level. That's it for me. I hope to see you in the future.